Hello, my name is Andrew Fields and I'm currently a sophomore here at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Today I will be sharing with you a little bit about myself, starting with my background and life before college. Then I'll share with you my passion for running, and finally we'll walk together through a typical day in my life. I hope that by sharing a portion of my story with you, we can begin to understand each other throughout this class. Now I was raised in Ord, Nebraska, which is shown here. It's about an hour north of Kearney. It's fairly small. It has only about 3,000 people there, but the people who live there are great. It was a great place to be born. It was a great place to grow up. Throughout high school, I was involved in numerous extracurricular activities, including cross country, track, speech, drama, and show choir. My favorite of which was definitely cross country. Outside of school, I enjoyed hanging out with friends, going to movies, youth group, and reading. High school was a great time of learning and preparation for me, but the greatest part of my life so far has been running. According to my mom, I began running when I was about 9 months old. Apparently, I skipped walking. When I was in 4th grade, I ran my first mile for the physical education testing. After that, I began running more regularly. In 6th grade, my high school coach, Derry Trampy, let me onto the team to train and practice with them, and even run in a few meets. I was hooked. After that, throughout my high school career, I trained and continued to run, and thankfully was successful enough that I was able to come here to UNK to run. Running has been a blessing in my life so far, and I can't wait to see how far my feet will take me. Now that we've discussed running, I'll walk you through a typical day in the life of me. My typical day starts off at around 7 a.m. when I wake up to shower and eat before my 8 a.m. class. On a side note, I usually don't take 8 a.m. classes, but this semester has actually been nice for me to wake up so early and get my day started. After my first class, I usually go out for my first morning run. Now, as a second-year runner here at UNK, I usually typically run between 60 to 70 miles a week, which is usually 1 to 2 runs a day. After my morning run comes another class, then lunch, and finally some free time before track practice. Track practice then usually lasts from about 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Once practice is over, it's time for supper and homework. About half of my evenings during the week consist of mostly homework, or if I've been particularly studious, some free time and Netflix. The other half of my evenings, I usually attend different church ministries, such as the Navigators on campus or Overflow at the Kearney E-Free Church. Even though my days are usually chock full of non-stop going, it suits my personality. I'm not really the kind of person who can sit still for more than a few minutes. In conclusion, I've shared with you just a little bit about myself. We've journeyed back to my life before college, I've shared with you my passion for running, and we've walked together through a typical day in my life. As Patty Dye put it, the shortest distance between two people is a story. I hope that by sharing with you a portion of my story, and by hearing some of yours, that we can begin to bridge the distance between us.